Hey, what's up? It's Jim, and this is Every Rankin Bass Ever. Rankin Bass is a production company mostly known for holiday specials, but not only, who worked with various different animation styles through different animation studios overseas, as well as kind of giving everyone, I think, a lot of great Christmas memories, as well as telling stories of The Hobbit, as well as Thundercats, also The Last Unicorn. It's kind of amazing everything they accomplished, and it was all the same studio. Now, they did this with, especially with, I think most people think of their animagic kind of animation style, things like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, done by MOM Productions, or even what they did with Topcraft, who would eventually become Studio Ghibli, with things like The Hobbit and Return of the King, or what they did with Mushi Productions, what they did with something like Frosty the Snowman. They're very eclectic, very interesting, and I don't think we'd be talking about Christmas the same way without them, or also, Tolkien, and also kind of the 80s with Thundercats, and, a little bit Silverhawks. It's interesting to go down and fully explore everything they have produced, and that's why I'll be listing off the specials and movies first, and here we go. Return to Oz. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy Show. The Ballad of Smokey Bear. The Cricket on the Hearth. The Mouse on the Mayflower. The Little Drummer Boy. Frosty the Snowman. The Mad, Mad, Mad Comedians. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Here Comes Peter Cottontail. The Enchanted World of Danny Kaye. The Emperor's New Clothes. Mad, Mad, Mad Monsters. Willie Mays and the Say Hey Kid. The Red Baron. That Girl in Wonderland. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. The Year Without a Santa Claus. The First Christmas Snow. The First Easter Rabbit. The Little Drummer Boy, Book 2. Frosty's Winter Wonderland. Rudolph's Shiny New Year. The Last Dinosaur. The Easter Bunny is Coming to Town. The Hobbit. Nestor the Long-Eared Christmas Donkey. The Bermuda Depths. The Stingiest Man in Town. Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. Jack Frost. The Ivory Ape. The Return of the King. Pinocchio's Christmas. The Leprechaun's Christmas Gold. The Flight of Dragons. The Coneheads. The Sins of Dorian Gray. The Life and Adventure of Santa Claus. The Wind in the Willows. Santa Baby. And they not only did specials and movies, on TV at least, they did other things, and now I'm going to talk about the TV shows they also helped make. The New Adventures of Pinocchio. Tales of the Wizard of Oz. The King Kong Show. The Smokey Bear Show. The Tomfoolery Show. The Reluctant Dragon and Mr. Toad Show. The Jackson 5. The Osmonds. Kid Power. Festival of Family Classics. Thundercats. Silverhawks. The Comic Strip. And that's not all. They actually had theatrical movies. Not everything was TV with Rankin Bass, believe it or not. And I'm going to list those off right now, because I want to be complete. So here we go. Willie McBean and His Magic Machine. The Daydreamer. Mad Monster Party. The Wacky World of Mother Goose. King Kong Escapes. Marco. The Bushido Blade. The Last Unicorn. And The King and I. Alright, so that was Every Rankin Bass Ever. I went through the specials, the TV movies, the TV shows, and the theatrical films. And I'll just mention Tiger Sharks, which is part of comic strips, so we don't need to... If you want to say Tiger Sharks in the comments, I'm with you. But I think Rankin Bass puts a special place in my heart. I grew up watching The Hobbit a ton of times on VHS, and Return of the King, and of course Rudolph and Frosty. And so much of their stuff I think really hit. I'm kind of surprised how many of these things, listing them off, I haven't seen. I kind of want to go through these now, list them off and seeing the pictures and stuff, because I think Rankin Bass truly unique in what they did for animation as a production company, working with different things, working with different styles. And each of those styles, I think, made big impact. We still talk about them, we still watch them, and they're still part of culture, even though they might feel dated, but I think the storytelling and animation still speaks to people regardless of that. This and all of these are made with special help from Ryan Walterson, who helped compile this list. You should follow him on Twitter. He's probably going to say not to, but you should. He's overall a great guy and very nice to help me make these. I have so many good memories of just Rankin Bass. I'm so glad to have grown up with these guys, and I think kids are going to continue to grow up with them for a long time to come. Why don't in the comments you write what your favorite Rankin Bass, whatever it is. If it's a movie, it's a special, a show, or each of those if you would like to. Just tell me what your favorite memories of Rankin Bass are below in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe if you would like to.